What's up, everybody? Rob Cash is on the set, but before we get started, any mentioning of any digital asset is not financial advice. You know what to do. Now, before I get started with the story that's up on the screen, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that come through last night at my man Auburn Reigns live stream, where Rob Cash himself was on the set. And we discussed, crypto news, other digital assets, and just about the space in general. And we talked about politics as well. Now, for those that are interested in the channel, he streams every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's my man, Auburn Rain. Okay, every Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, he streams. Come through, chew the fat. We talk about crypto, politics, and all sorts of things, that whatever's on your mind. And in most cases, I'm in on the chat every Friday night with my man, Auburn Rain. So I'm going to link his channel in the description. If you're interested, come through, check us out, talk about crypto, and let's do what it do. Now I'm going to read the article up on the screen, and it says here, over 60 cryptos on new HTC smartphone Exodus 1, basic attention token BAT and DAI included. Now, adoption. That's all I've been talking about. Over 60 different cryptos are going to be loaded into this new HTC One smartphone. Okay, that's all I got to tell you. The article is going to be linked in the description. And for those on the outside looking in, you don't have to understand where cryptos are at right now. This article tells you so. Now we're going to keep on moving with more adoption. Now, this right here just come out. Now, for those that have watched my videos, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse because this was talked about a few videos back, a few weeks back. But for those that don't know and you're new into the space and you're trying to gather information, this here's for you. This just come out today. Spin Wallet now allows crypto users to pay for Apple Pay purchases in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and LTC. Litecoin. Listen, baby, adoption is on the table. And I'm going to say it again. For those on the outside looking in, you're wondering where cryptos are headed. This right here tells you the adoption train is pulling off. I suggest you get a ticket. We're going to keep talking about adoption. We're going to move on real quick with some small Pundi X news. This right here is about their point of sale device. They're having a flash sale, and let's get right to the meat and potatoes of it. XPOS flash sale on Bitcoin Pizza Day. For those that are in the crypto space, you know what this holiday is. For those that are new or on the outside looking in, this represents a day where a gentleman sold his Bitcoin when it was very cheap at the time for a couple of pizzas. Shortly after that, Bitcoin wound up rising to $20,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah, makes you sick, right? In the event of adoption, well, not in the event, but because of the adoptions of crypto and that man's brave sacrifice of spending his Bitcoin on pizza, but he was doing it just to represent adoption of Bitcoin, and I get that. But we celebrate in his honor, and that's why they're having this special, and that's why we celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day, just to give you a quick summary of it. Now, let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this story, and I'm going to have some dessert at the end of this video, so let's get on with it. Now, let's see here. We're going to start down here at the bottom where it says 100 XPOS devices will be available for purchase at only $200 each. The retail price is $300. You will have the option to make your purchase in Bitcoin or the Pundi X token, which is NPXS. Now, if you pay with the X wallet, you can enjoy an extra 10% off and get the XPOS at $179. This is 40% off the retail price. Now, this last paragraph I'm going to read to you says, successful KYC verified XPOS buyers from this flash sale will be eligible to get an additional $50 credit in their merchant account. Now, for those that are new here or new to crypto and want to understand what this means, KYC just means know your customer, okay? Now, for those merchants out there, if you're interested in this machine, you get an additional $50 credit. So this is good for people who have a brick and mortar store and you want to attract, cryptocurrency users, if they want to buy crypto or if they want to trade, buy, trade, or if they want to use their crypto in commerce, you can purchase this machine at a discount. More adoption. Pundi's getting it done as usual. Now, I'm going to move on and slow it down just a little bit because we're going to talk about Vechain. And for those that are not new to my channel, you know I'm bullish on Vechain. And there's quite a few of my subscribers that are bullish on it as well. But for those people that happen to run across this video and you're new to crypto or you're new to Vechain, I'm just going to give you my reasons why I'm so bullish on Vechain. And actually, I'm so bullish, I bought quite a bit today even to add to the stacks. But let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this. Vechain Cosmoplat brings transparency to fashion industry. Now let's get on with it. I'm going to read it verbatim, folks. You know how I do. I hope you don't mind. Chinese electronics and home appliances company Hair announced a triumvirate, I always mess up with that word, triumvirate partnership alongside blockchain powerhouse Vechain and Norwegian tech consulting firm DNVGL on Hair's, however you pronounce it, newly launched Internet of Clothing platform, Cosmoplat. The Internet of Clothing. Now, I've heard of the Internet of Things. They're making the Internet of Clothing. Let's move on with it. The partnership was announced April 1st at the global release of the achievements of Cosmoplat Industrial Internet Eco Brand Platform event. The partnership was formed to implement the Vechain Thor blockchain protocol to the clothing industry and is supported by recent stakeholder DNVGL. It's dubbed My Story, and it will integrate with Hair's IOC to create the first blockchain-based clothing life cycle management platform. Guys, they're moving into clothing. This is great. Now, let's move down here to the bottom where it tells you, gives you the meat and potatoes of Cosmoplat, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. Cosmoplat wants to open the channels for information flow between farmlands, factories, stores, and consumers, building one seamless network. Furthermore, following successful implementation, the project will expand blockchain adoption beyond clothing to household textile, laundry, printing, and dyeing. So these guys are trying to get into every sector of, I guess, of supply chains, and they're getting it done. And with a big partnership, with Hair, however you want to pronounce it, that's huge because actually that corporation brought out GE. Thanks to the to someone in the comments a few videos back, I forget their name and I'm so sorry, because I want to credit them for that information because they told me about Hair buying out GE. And if they're big enough to do that, that shows you how big this partnership is because GE has been around for over 100 years. So this is phenomenal. So let's move on to the next thing with Vechain, with the VKey here. Now, I'm going to read the top of the article right here. Now, this story came out May 3rd. And the reason why I brung this up, just to show you the pattern of what Vechain is doing for those on the outside looking in. And just to give you my reasoning for being bullish on Vechain. Let's get right to it. VKey by Vechain is a multi-signature hardware and software solution for private key management. Now, for those that have been in the crypto space for a few years, you understand this is big because there were a lot of wish list projects out there. They barely had any software running, and these guys have their blockchain running and hardware, something you can touch and feel and see. Not only that, giving you a great virtual solution as well. This is what you call major attraction for adoption. Now let's move on with it. It says verbatim, ever since the Quadrica CX case opened up to the public, the risks of blockchain technology are becoming a huge topic for conversation around cryptocurrency circles. The loss of over 190 million USD of users' funds due to the lack of private key to the cold wallet storage highlights these types of risks a blockchain faces. The company has since declared a bankruptcy as the court battles continue dragging the management team. Not only does such risks present a financial risk to investors, global adoption of blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies takes a big hit as reputation is tarnished. Vechain are developing solutions to minimize the risks associated with single point of failure, such as the Quadrica CX case. So what they want to do is they want to stop situations like this from being volatile with one person being in control of the assets. Can you imagine if you had your assets at Quadrica, whatever it is, Quadrica CX, and when that man died, because we all know about this that have been in the space for at least 6 months, you've heard about this, where this guy had passed away and all the people assets are stuck with this guy because he has the private keys. Vechain VKey solution is providing a solution to that situation. So now let's get on with it here. VKey based threshold signature turnkey solution. The VKey based threshold signature turnkey solution was launched during the 2019 Vechain Summit held at the end of April. The announcement on Medium explains that the system will provide its users with a secure private key management services through its hardware device. The system is a combination of hardware and software developments that allows the management of digital assets through a distributed private key system. See below. And you see the diagram right here that shows you, I guess, how, their solution works along with the hardware. This right here is the hardware. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into it because I reported on this a couple of videos ago. But I just wanted to reiterate this for those on the outside looking in, and to also, give you my reasoning for being so bullish on Vechain. They have a hardware solution along with their virtual solution. Not only that, they're solving major solutions that we all, need to be addressed. I'm quite sure you wouldn't want your assets, no matter what it is, in the hands of one person. And if something like that happens, your stuff is gone. So this gives an alternative, for that solution. Now, if you want to go deep into the story, I'm going to link it in the article. But just on the surface, I want to give you the reasoning why I'm into Vechain, okay? Hardware and software solutions. Solutions that need to be solved. And things like this are going to be successful if it solves a serious problem. And right now, that is a serious problem. So now let's move on to some more Vechain. Now, this right here just come out just a couple of days ago, okay? Now, just to show you here, listen, Vechain is on the set with me. Now, I'm going to get straight to the article. You have to forgive me for being excited, but when I get to the dessert at the end, I think you'll be excited as well. Now, let's get on with it. Vechain partners Chinese-based hospital with 2.1 million emergency cases on digital carbon ecosystem. More adoption, recent adoption, May 13th. So let's get on with it. Here comes another great news for Vechain. The world is going digital, and Vechain blockchain is among the eminent technologies used in different industries to better the world. On May 13, 2019, Vechain declared a partnership with Chinese-based Renji Hospital, which records over 2.1 million emergency cases outpatients yearly. Through the collaboration, Renji Hospital will be joining the digital carbon ecosystem co-developed by Vechain and DNVGL to ensure an eco-friendly environment. You keep hearing about DNVGL, right? Listen, these big companies, they know what they're doing. Now I'm going to read this here. The digital carbon ecosystem deal was officially announced at the Sino Norwegian Cultural Exchange Day, a section of the 175th anniversary ceremony of the Renji Hospital. The agreement was sealed by Renji, you see that, right? The agreement was sealed by Renji Hospital, Vechain, and DNVGL, while some other important 3 personnel also featured as eyewitnesses. So this is not rumored, this is not speculation. The deal was sealed, okay? And if you want to get into, the meat, the rest of the meat and the potatoes of this article is going to be linked in the description. But I'm sharing this with you just to show you the adoption is on the table, okay? And we need to be picking it up with our dollars so we can capitalize off this, Okay? Rob Cash is getting all in this. So the article is going to be linked in the description so you can go further with it. But this right here just happened on May 13th. Today is the 18th, just to show you that all the news that Vechain got going on is relevant. This is not old stuff. This is relevant. Okay? Now let's move on to this right here. More Vechain, baby. Now, it says here, $25 billion in revenue. China's second largest food company launches products on Vechain Thor blockchain solution. I'm going to read that again. $25 billion in revenue. China's second largest food company launches products on Vechain Thor blockchain solution. I don't even have to go into the article. I just want you to see the title on that. $25 billion in revenue. China's second largest food company launches products on Vechain Thor blockchain solution. I don't want to hold you long. That's why I'm not going to go into the article. I'm going to link it in the description, okay? So you can check it out yourself. But I'm just showing you what Vechain is getting done and why I'm so bullish on Vechain, okay? And now that we've gotten to the meat and potatoes of why I'm into Vechain, I'm going to get into the dessert in just a second. Now, Vechain is partnered with Haier, right? Or Hair. Now, Hair bought out GE. For those that live in the US, you know GE is extremely huge, okay? Now, they bought out GE. GE has been around for over 100 years, and Vechain is partnered with Haier. That says a lot. They have software solutions that solves a major problem that a lot of people can respect and I know are going to partake in. They have a hardware solution to combat that problem. That hardware solution also works for people with small businesses that want to use Vechain's blockchain. You can be a small business owner and still buy their other device that gives you access to their blockchain, and you can use it any way you feel that it applies to your small business. Okay, small business solutions, and they have large corporation solutions. That is big across the board. They're covering all corners here. Now, the partnerships. If Vechain don't make sense to you, I don't know what else to tell you. It's okay. It makes sense to me. Now, I'm going to move on to the dessert of this video right here. Computer's a little slow, but that's all right, though. The adoption is going to be fast in just a minute. Ha, there we go. Now, let's get on with the title of this article here. Vechain, V-E-T, primed to hit $20 by 2020. This is the best time to buy Vechain, V-E-T. How high will VET go in 2019? Now, before I get into the dessert of this article, do understand that this is speculation. This is an article. This is not me giving this prediction. But I think this is an educated prediction. I don't think it's a reckless one, okay? But this here is dessert to me, and I hope it's dessert for you as well. So now let's get on to the dessert down here real quick. Now, I'm going to read the top. I'm going to go down to the bottom here. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing verbatim, but let's just go through with it. We're just going to wing it. Vechain has made headlines a lot in recent time because of the amazing partnerships that the Vechain Foundation has been able to steal within the last few months. In fact, signing up multinational institutions to join the Vechain blockchain or integrate the technology didn't start this year. The Vechain Foundation has been making waves in this department since last year. These Vechain partnerships, the Bitcoin bull run, and the positive sentiment of altcoins have all supported the VET price over the last few months and made the Vechain Thor price prediction bullish beyond this year. They said bullish beyond this year, okay? So let's get down on with it here. Now, down here in this article, it talks about the partnerships that I led up to this point in this part of the video. So I'm not going to hold you long by reading that. I am going to read this paragraph right here where it says, let us. Now, let us not forget the Vechain announced I'm sorry, let me start that over. Let us not forget that Vechain announced a partnership with Zoe about a week before this latest announcement. The collaboration with Zoe is going to expose the VET token to more than 190 million users of Samsung Pay and Apple Pay. Vechain is also in a partnership with BMW, among others. The blockchain, which was created specifically for the supply chain management sector, $50 trillion valuation, is gaining recognition around the world. There is even a VeChain McDonald collaboration that allows, did I say McDonald's? There is even a VeChain McDonald collaboration that allows McDonald's delivered food for VeChain staff. While this isn't a partnership, simply being associated with McDonald's is a big deal for VeChain. Yes, it is. Lots of dessert in this article. Listen, this is great news if you're holding VeChain. This is great news if you're looking into VeChain. And if you haven't looked into VeChain, I suggest you do it. Not financial advice. All I'm saying is check it out. Rob Cash is bullish on it. Now I'm going to read these two paragraphs verbatim here. Within the last 30 days, the VET coin price has dropped from as high as 0.0075 cents to the 0.0057 level, but it has been able to bounce back thanks to the recent Bitcoin bull run. At the time of writing, the VET price was at 0.0078 cents. This means that it is up by 9.13% against the US dollar and up by 9.26% against the price of Bitcoin. The trading volume over a 24-hour period at the time of this was at 34,853,857,000, and the market capitalization is 433,766,000. Oh, 766,190,000. Sorry about that, folks. I guess it's getting to me. I'm excited. Now, I'm reading this verbatim still. According to a VeChain Thor price prediction on Crypto News, the price of VeChain may move as high as 0.2 cents before the end of this year. The VeChain Thor price prediction for 2020 places the price of VeChain as high as $10 if developments continue and the market sentiment remains positive. Fundamentally, VeChain has what it takes to move as high. The only challenge it might face is another cryptocurrency winter. So in other words, they're saying if the momentum of this market that we're presently in keeps up, VeChain could possibly reach $10 to $20 by 2020. The writing is on the wall with the partnerships, with the use case, its utility, same thing as use case. It's looking very, very good, very promising for VeChain. And didn't I say I was going to give you some dessert? And if you don't think this is dessert, I don't know what you're looking at on the menu, but this is looking real good for VeChain. And for those that are not into crypto, or if you're new to crypto, I'm just going to show you the charts real quick, and then I'm going to get off the set. Come on, computer, speed up just a little bit. There we go. Now I'm just going to show you where VeChain is located, okay? You have Bitcoin at the top, Ethereum, number 2. You have XRP, number 3. These are the top cryptocurrencies out of 2,000 different digital assets. Out of 2,000, these are the top 3, okay? And I'm going to show you where VeChain is located. This is VeChain right here, number 25. It's not far from the number 1 spot. And I'm not saying it's going to be number 1 because I know I get a lot of shit in the comments if I said that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they are in a good place. They're number 25 out of 2,000 different digital assets. You've seen the partnerships. I read you the news and everything is current. You've seen what's going on. You see the magnitude of their partnerships. Look at this price right here. This is why I'm bullish on VeChain. This will keep me from being a working stiff. being priced at 0.0078 cents. The writing is on the wall. The common sense is on the screen. The common sense is on the table. I suggest you pick it up and use it. Not financial advice, but Rob Cash is off the set.